Welcome to EDU World Space.
Alright guys, we're doing problem 88 of chapter 9 in Chemistry Central Science. So consider the molecule PF4Cl, draw a Lewis structure for this molecule and predict its electron domain geometry. So we have our Lewis structure here, and we have no lone pairs on phosphorus and five bonding domains. So the electron domain geometry is trigonal bipyramidal. Which I find it weird. So part B, which would you expect to take up more space, the PF bond or the Cl bond, or the PCl bond? So fluorine is more electronegative than compared to chlorine. So because of that, you're actually going to find a larger electron domain in the PF bond compared to the PCl bond, because since fluorine is more electronegative, it's going to pull more electron density towards it than compared to Cl. So for C, they want us to predict the molecular geometry of our molecule. So the molecular geometry is going to be the same as our electron domain geometry, so it's going to be trigonal bipyramidal. Now, how does your answer for part B influence your answer in part C? So the molecular geometry, is trigonal bipyramidal, but also PF bonds are of a different size compared to our PCl bonds. So when we look at a trigonal bipyramidal structure, not all of our bonds are going to look the same. So let's say A, X, S. So we have two atoms that are above and below, and we have three that are in the plane with one another. They're forming a trigonal structure. So our atoms are going to arrange themselves to maximize the shape that we have here. So we have so we're going to have having a, as how do I say this? Is having different size bonds is going to, as although we have although the size of the PF and PCl bonds are a bit different, there is going to be some change in the electron domain. There's going to be some change in like an ideal trigonal planar geometry, but at the same time, they are going to orient to roughly this geometry. So D, would you expect the molecule to distort from its ideal electron domain geometry? If so, how would it distort? Well, like I said, yes, the molecule will distort from usual electron domain geometry, which we said is trigonal bipyramidal. It'll be more of a square pyramidal structure in which the square is formed by a PF bond and a pyramid is formed by PCl bond. So it'll look more like, and move this over. So I have a trigonal pyramidal. It'll look more like this. Like imagine a pyramidal structure. So this would be more or less what it would look like.